that I was helping her fix her computer when I was only 4, and she was just blown away and just amazed. And I guess I started gaming at a young age too, so just furthered my interest. I took some computer programming classes and some web design classes in high school, which furthered my interest in pursuing a computer career. And that's actually why I chose to come here to Minneapolis Business College and pursue a computer programming degree. And some background for me is I actually have 4 years of customer service. I started out as 15 as a shaker boarder and at Pop Murphy's, and I worked my way up, went inside, worked my way up to shift supervisor, and then eventually the prep manager, which I am right now. And some future goals that I have is I plan on getting my A+ certification before I graduate at MUC in December. And then hopefully soon after that I'll get a Cisco certification and then maybe a Net Plus certification.
All right, that's about a minute or so. What did you think, Miss Adams?
I liked it. I think there was a lot of good content. I think the beginning was good with the
Yeah.
story about, being a child and your grandmother and being kind of interested in this from a very young age.
I think I would add to that. That's a good start, but then there's still 10 to 14 years between then and now.
Yeah.
So did you take classes in high school?
Yeah, so I took a programming class and a web design class.
And you did mention it.
Okay,
It's just it wasn't.
It was kind of brief,
Yeah, I felt like there were lots of good pieces, but I think we both needed more because there's
Yeah.
more to you, and it was a very kind of like concise, here's who I am.
Yeah.
But I think you stand out in your program for a variety of ways.
Yes.
You're kind of always ahead of the homework, right? You're getting things done faster than maybe other people are.
You're always thinking. You have, you ask the questions that, other people haven't quite thought of yet or don't think of.
Your professionalism, I think, is something that stands out too. I think, maybe not all the time I can speak to, but in general, I think you are very professional. You take the classes seriously. You respect the people that you're working with. So I think what I need is kind of more of like the whole picture of you.
Yeah.
And this felt maybe a little like paper version
Yeah.
of the story.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
This was distracting too, what you did with your arms. So
Yes.
now if you look at it,
Yeah.
it doesn't look right.
It looks right if you're from my generation in the 80s.
Yeah.
That was the cool thing to do.
It kind
But
of like
you can't.
Did it bug you, or was it a nerves thing, or what was happening?
Kind of a nerves thing, but also kind of bothered me. Like it tightened down my elbow, so I like try to fix it.
Okay, so
and I'm sliding up the whole way.
and I could tell it was something was bugging you, but unfortunately, when you did that, I somehow I thought something was happening, and it totally distracted me from what you were saying.
Yeah,
and
and
I fell off.
Me too. And then,
point.
which led me to kind of forget what you had been saying before, so I lost the story. Because that was such a dramatic change in what you were doing.
It almost looked like you were gonna do something with your hands to make a point.
Yeah.
So I think that's what distracted us both.
When I was practicing, I was trying to use hand signals and stuff like that.
I don't mind the hand signals,
Me
but
neither.
you kept hitting your portfolio, so you get this kind of slapping sound, which is distracting too.
So I think we all have things we do when we're nervous, but keep in mind something big like that you don't want to do. So figure it out. If it's something like you have to just keep your hands clasped.
Yeah, and I'm kind of always fidgety too.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's helped. Put the portfolio somewhere else, right?
Yeah.
And so if I think you're less likely to make slapping motions on yourself than you would on something else.
Yep, and just make it a little bit more natural. You definitely fumbled, in the beginning, but at least you kind of knew what you needed to do, which was unbutton. And then once you did that, it felt very natural.
Probably would have been helpful if I just had the one button.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think? He looked
Yeah,
great
you
when
should.
he stood up.
Yeah, you're supposed to just have the one button.
Okay.
I think the rule is sometimes, always, never. So you sometimes
Wow,
button the top, you always
Yeah.
button the middle, but never button.
That's a good one. I like that.
I love the tie. I love the shirt.
Yeah,
and with
you
the
look
black,
good.
it looks really good.
Yeah.
You look very put together. So I felt that. I think I was missing your passion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are kind of a standout person in your group, so I would not have got that from this minute. I would not have seen oh, Dylan's someone I need to get to know.
Yeah.
You may have just blended into other people because you didn't stand out.
Stick out a little
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
And I did forget to mention a point where I was mentioning computer programming classes for MBC.
Yep.
And I wanted to mention programming logic, which is probably one of my favorite classes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And I wanted to say how I enjoyed it because it not only challenged my programming language, but also my fundamental coding language.
Yeah.
Good.
Efficiency in coding and stuff like that.
And if Mr. Jackson were here, he would say something like, I don't want a list of classes or even skills. I want to hear about like those projects that you did that really kind of changed your mindset.
Yeah, made you stand out.
Yeah, and things like not just like listing the skills, but then talking about moving forward, I'm really interested in SQL or programming logic or whatever it is, and here's what I want to do in the future with those skills.
You have a 4.0, right?
Yeah.
So mention that. Yeah.
That too.
Yeah, you definitely should.
Were you professional this semester or no? Okay.
My attendance.
I'm just asking. Yeah. But your attendance is good though, right?
It's all right.
That's a kind of disqualifying factor, I think, because I think, and you don't have to say that, but all they need to know is that, I have a 4.0, I work really hard, I really put the effort into my classes, and I want to do well, and here is how it connects to my future goals where I want to. And did you say that at the end, what you wanted to do?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
But there was more to it, right? Like.
Well, I think it was typical of what Dylan did. He had, like, I felt like I got the outline of Dylan instead of the deeper version. The deeper version.
Should have gone into more detail.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I was just kind of worried about time constraint. I guess.
In real life, you probably have 3 minutes,
Yeah.
and the time constraint is arbitrary to make you stressed out about it.
Okay.
So.
And to practice, so that there are some people that overtalk.
Yes.
So I do think that's a really big thing, is that if you're still talking after 3 minutes and we haven't even got to you being in school or anything, then I am like, oh my gosh, I'm exhausted by this.
Yeah.
So concise is good, but concise without passion means you don't stand out.
Yeah.
So there has to be that kind of middle ground, and you need to practice it more. You need to look at a mirror and see how you look. Make sure you smile, make sure all of those kind of qualities of you are standing out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And you'll figure it out.
You're
not one that we have to worry about.
Nope, you'll do good.
I got the 2 mock interviews to try. So.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
See?